Welcome to Hypocrisy Now. I'm Rachel.
I'm Sarah.
And Sarah, what do we tell maybe some new people?
Are there new people?
I
Well,
don't know.
okay, I haven't looked either. But we might not be everybody's cup of tea, but we are definitely somebody's shot of tequila.
Ting. Oh, I'm at this random house at Chocolate. So
Soy
I
sauce
love
bowl.
I love the random things I can
Love it.
find.
Hmm.
But let's start off with some good news. There are 904 days, 19 hours, 15 minutes, and 42 seconds left of Trump's presidency. Sarah, how did I ruin your week?
Well, there's lots of shit going on. First of all, this dude who can't answer questions like they're questions.
He's our national security, Jay Clayton.
Jay Clayton, that's it. I keep trying to find all the um reels I have of him just like tap dancing around questions.
He's like, "Oh, I will not be a part of this spectacle." Sir, you're the spectacle. Answer the
Then
question.
then answer the question.
Yeah, it's all about the election deniers. So
Yes.
this guy, now he was confirmed by, I don't know, 4751 or something infuriating.
Oh, that
Uh
was yes, yes. I think that's an accurate. Yes. Close. Close. Yeah.
it was close, but they did end up confirming this guy who, it was like Tulsi Gabbard was first, and then they had Bill
Okay.
Pulte, was like the interim
Yeah.
acting director. He went ahead and cut approximately 30% of the staff and focused on declassifying 2020 election documents. So, understandably, that during Clayton's hearing, they would ask about how he felt about the 2020 election, where he was Jesus tap dancing Christ around the question.
Oh, it to a to a egregious, embarrassing degree. Like it was so obvious what he was doing.
He's performing for an audience of one. I mean,
Yes. And they even called him out on that. Like,
yeah.
I see what you're doing. I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. Because it's egregious. It's so obvious. Almost comical, except it's like real life and politics in our government and our country, which makes it less funny. Yeah.
So yeah, they've confirmed this piece of shit. So what is he going to continue to do? De-fucking classify these documents, try to, it's all going to be the 2020 election was a fucking fraud. Which, fucking what? What? Kind of the main thing I wanted to talk about today is the flock cameras.
This actually happened to my sister. I'm not joking. She got
Okay.
flocked. And it's a prank where someone in the middle of the night just comes and puts a bunch of pink flamingos in your front yard.
Amazing.
And then they leave. And
And then
that
like gone.
and then you wake up in the morning and you open your front door and it's flocked with pink flamingos and you're like, "Who did this?"
Interesting. See,
And
that's a much more fun way to be flocked.
I'd prefer that. Tell you
What the
all about
flock?
her.
It's this whole question of surveillance,
Yep.
right? So the flock cameras kind of started out with the license plate scans, finding missing people or being able to track license plates. But the debate is your personal privacy, your personal data, and when do they go too far? Because one thing that Flock has done is they've made this entire system where if you kind of buy into the system, you're also getting other people who pay this subscription their data as well. And that's what's crazy. The founder of this, his name is Garrett Landley. He did a TED talk and he said, "I'm not selling data." And I'm like, sure, you're not giving it to the public, but you're literally selling a subscription to get data from these cameras. So they have these data systems, and the big thing right now is just all of these different police forces having access to it. So there's this like free form kind of basic level, and then they have this Nova level where it's way more in depth. It's pulling all of any data that it can get its hand on. It's pulling that. So it's not just your driver's license, but it's pulling, I mean, everything you sign up for, right? you have to fucking put in your personal data. You have to put in your personal information. So it's taking not just your license plate, not just like the public records, but anything it can find on you. So the one of the many problems, one, regulation, uh, guidelines around this. Two, it's been abused by law enforcement, right? People stalking their exes, people getting money, getting money from other people to do them a favor for their buddy to look up their friend. I mean, there's just so many ways that I mean, there's, they had a database, like obviously they have a database, right? But this is just different in some way because it's constantly tracking where you are. Like if there's these flock cameras, everywhere. It's tracking where you're going, where you're being, like in a more public forum, right? Like I know your phone is kind of tracking that information, but unless I'm sharing that with you or you get a warrant, you can't necessarily track that, right? Like you can't see my real-time data of where I'm going because there's some rules and regulations around that. But Flock is just has all of these contracts. It's all sharing information with each other. So some of the issues as well, some of these corporations are also using these Flock cameras and they're pulling data from them. So one of the big instances was ICE using it because they have them in Lowe's parking lots and Home Depot or whatever. So
Where
they're
brown
taking
people
that
are.
where brown people are. There's been a case of where Flock has tracked down somebody trying to have like an illegal abortion. They found this person. Yeah, like it gets like nitpicky. And it's had instances also where it's falsely accused people. Like there's this news story that this lady gets this knock on her door and it's a police officer and he's like, I know you've been out stealing Amazon packages or whatever. And this lady's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Mind you, she's like in her 60s or 70s and she's like, I'm not fucking going out and stealing, and they're like, oh, well, we have, your vehicle in the area of the time it was suspected that this package was stolen. And she's like, can I see this footage or whatever? And they're like, no, we're not showing this to you, like blah, 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 just trying to intimidate her. So literally, she had to use her tracking data on like her cell phone and in her vehicle GPS to prove that she was not at the house at the time that they were accusing her of being there. So it's such a double-edged sword, right? Because people want to be safer, right? Like
Yeah, of course. Yes.
surveillance in a parking lot.
Yep.
I mean, absolutely, if it's for rapists, murderers, whatever, but no, I don't want them fucking getting Jose because he's trying to do a day job.
Because again, a lot of this is going to target like they're also
Mhm,
right.
mhm.
uh Homeland Security has been expanding its use of facial recognition tech, scanning faces at the border, courthouses, and increasingly in the interior of the country with little oversight or consent. And if you're crossing the border this summer, your phone is fair game too.
Yeah. So that's another crazy thing is the seizing of your cell phone. And then they tried to bring that back. So apparently on the Android, I don't know, it might be something you can do on the Apple as well. It's something you put on your phone where you put in your special password and it deletes all the data from your phone.
Huh?
So there was somebody at the border trying to get back in, and they seized this guy's cell phone and they kept threatening him and asking him for a password, and he's like, I don't have anything to fight. That's another thing. They're putting anyone who doesn't agree with Trump on a terrorist watch list. So could be you and I. We might be on a watch list now. Yes, so there's this like thing where you can delete all of your data. Well, then they tried to come back at him trying to say that they're like he was deleting evidence, even though he's not guilty of anything. They haven't found him guilty of anything. There's no warrant. There's no crime beside the fact that they think he's a quote unquote, terrorist on this terrorist watch list, which can mean anything. What was it? It even said what it was. He went to some like trans rights rally in his city, some shit like that. So they're getting real nitty gritty because they're what are they trying to do? Silence any fucking voice that's against Donald Trump, which I, they can't silence us all. Like that's just gonna be the thing because it's starting to be more of us than them. Hopefully, if they're getting out of the cult and realizing that all of this shit is absolutely insane.
And stupid and doesn't matter. The things that affect us as humans and our existence are irrelevant to those things. Does a trans person affect you?
It shouldn't, unless you want to be trans and you're closeted and you can't.
It's got no bearing. Does some chick 5 blocks over getting an abortion affect you? Like, I don't understand why.
We got to be up in everyone's business.
Yeah, mind your business. Mind your business. The human existence is such a fucking bitch. Can't you just leave people alone? Can we find more commonality about stuff like, hey, aren't hot dogs good, even though they're made of buttholes? Or like, hey, isn't it nice to smell a yummy candle? Isn't it nice to wrap yourself up in a warm towel after a shower? Like, why can't and I get that governing things are important, but we're getting into this minutia of shit that just isn't relevant to our happiness and our existence. And the us versus them bullshit is bullshit.
This is the playbook, right?
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Like, we can't have nice things because of trans people, black people, Hispanics, immigrants. We can't have healthcare because our ERs are full of illegal immigrants that we're spending our healthcare dollars on. That's bullshit. We can't have universal healthcare because the CEOs of big healthcare companies want to line their pockets.
Yeah.
The money's there.
Yeah.
We have the money for universal healthcare, but where is it going? In the
Well, not to
CEO's
like
pockets.
war and, other things that
Yeah,
aren't
all the other bullshit.
sure.
We have been in a system for so long, the racism has never officially went away.
No, never.
And it's like,
Never. Never. Never.
did Barack Obama piss that many fucking racists off that this is where we're at now?
Even
But
a
then
woman.
the system too, because it's not just racist, it's the uber rich. Like
Yep.
that's what they've built the system for as well. It's like keep the people down, keep them against each other so we can fuck
And do
around.
whatever they want because we're
Hmm.
over here fighting this fight and they're like
Hmm.
like
Hmm.
it's all shaking the keys to distract the dumb baby while you're over here doing whatever you want. That's what all of this really
And we're the
boils
dumb
down to.
babies.
We are the dumb babies. We are the dumb babies. And
And
then
I hate
surveillance and
that.
this and that. But we already have it. I mean, we already have it. Your phone is clearly listening to you. You're like shit is already you're you're already being looked at. The
Hmm.
problem is if they're going to use it for retaliation, for terrorist accusations, blah blah blah. Like
Well,
it's not a perfect science at this point. So does your face
no.
look like somebody else's face? Does like and it's just an
It's
invasion of privacy.
and it's so easy to manipulate it however you want.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So you already think black and brown people have it bad. Yeah, they're just going to keep using this to enforce their agenda, whether it's right or wrong, whether it's factual or not. Like, I don't know, they're watching us, they're listening to us. They're obviously not listening to this podcast though.
Well, buddy,
Yeah.
how do we save democracy?
Vote, get out there, vote, make sure you can vote. Uh Opt out if you're involved in anything and I know this sounds time consuming and it's not like I've done it myself, but if you can get into your shit and opt out of data sharing, because these companies are just sucking up all of your data.
There's a website, whatcanido.earth/result. Scrub yourself from the internet. So there's just some tools of what you can do to at least make
and
yourself a little bit safer.
so there is also a website, haveibeennflocked.com. And that's flocked, FLOCKED, where you can put in your license plate number and it'll tell you
No
if,
shit.
yeah, if your shit has been hit by a flocked camera. I don't know if there's much you can do about it, but
You'll
you
be
can at
aware.
least you at least know you're in the database. Have I been
Um,
flocked.com?
yeah, dude. Well, at the
You
end of
never
the
know.
day, the real
Don't be a
key,
dick.
don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick. And if you are a dick, I say fuck you, fuck you. Let's see. Can we heart it out? Mine's coming.